Hello everyone, welcome to the Mystery Seekers channel. Today, we will explore terrifying scenes of Mother Nature's wrath, all captured authentically and vividly on camera. Get ready to witness these astonishing natural phenomena. In this journey, we will encounter ferocious storms, devastating floods, and even earthquakes that shake the ground. These images not only overwhelm you with the power of nature, but also make us reflect on the fragility of humans in the face of the great outdoors. Storms sweeping away everything in their path, roaring floods washing away obstacles, and earthquakes destroying architectural structures in the blink of an eye. All will be reproduced vividly and authentically. Join us in observing these scenes not only to see the harshness of nature, but also to better understand the importance of protecting our living environment. Now, sit back and experience the impressive moments of nature's fury right here. 2015 Nepal earthquake. Earthquakes are one of the scariest natural phenomena. Let's look back at the horrific scenes when the earth shook. This is a devastating earthquake that occurred in Nepal in 2015 with a magnitude of 7.8 on the Richter scale. Thousands of people were killed and many buildings were completely destroyed. High-rise buildings shook and collapsed in just a few seconds. Imagine standing in the middle of an earthquake when everything around you starts to shake and break. This earthquake not only shook the entire country of Nepal, but also affected neighboring countries such as India, China, and Bangladesh. The images captured from the scene are truly frightening. High-rise buildings cracked, roads cut, and residential areas turned into rubble in an instant. Thousands of people lost their homes, and millions of people had to face the consequences of natural disasters. Not only material damage, but the earthquake also left deep emotional wounds in the hearts of the Nepalese people. Many families lost loved ones, and the community suffered immeasurable losses. The sight of people trying to find survivors under the rubble, the relentless rescue efforts, and the courage of the volunteers have created moving and thought-provoking stories. The consequences of the earthquake are extremely serious, causing immeasurable damage. However, in the disaster, we also see the power of humanity and solidarity, when the whole world joins hands to help Nepal overcome difficulties. Let's learn valuable lessons from this natural disaster and raise awareness of preparedness and prevention to minimize damage in the future. Volcano erupts in Iceland in 2010. Next is a disaster from nature that after watching, you will have to shiver. That is the eruption of Eyjafjallajökull volcano in Iceland in 2010. Let's see the images from the eruption of Eyjafjallajökull volcano in Iceland in 2010. Molten lava, flying ash, creating a scene both majestic and terrifying. This eruption released tons of ash into the air, disrupting thousands of flights and affecting millions of people. Ash from the eruption spread across Europe, causing many airports to close and passengers stranded at airports for days. This scene not only caused chaos in air traffic, but also greatly affected the economy and lives of many countries. Imagine you are near an erupting volcano with the rumbling sound and feeling the heat from the lava. The power of nature is truly terrifying as you witness the red-hot lava flowing, destroying everything in its path. Ashes fly high into the sky, forming thick black clouds, obscuring the sun and creating a gloomy, scary scene. Not only ash and lava, but the eruption also caused strong shock waves, shaking the surrounding ground. Continuous earthquakes make the surrounding environment more unstable and dangerous than ever. People living near the volcano area had to evacuate urgently, leaving their houses and property to ensure their lives. The eruption of Eyjafjallajökull is a stark reminder of the terrible power of nature and the importance of disaster preparedness and prevention. We need to be prepared and have preventive measures to protect ourselves and the community from these unexpected and dangerous natural phenomena. Super Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines in 2013. Floods are a natural phenomenon that causes terrible damage. Let's see the images from Super Typhoon Haiyan in the Philippines in 2013. With winds of up to 315 kilometers per hour, this is one of the strongest storms ever recorded. Strong winds, heavy rain, and rising floodwaters washed away everything in its path. Millions of people lost their homes, and many did not survive. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm when everything around you is swept away by the power of nature. This storm destroyed thousands of homes, causing buildings to collapse, trees to be uprooted, and roads to be submerged. Images from the scene show chaos and destruction, with boats thrown ashore, cars swept away, and residential areas turned into rubble. Flood waters gushed through the streets, carrying everything in their path, from personal belongings to public works. Not only material damage, but Super Typhoon Haiyan also left deep emotional wounds in the hearts of the Filipino people. Many families lost loved ones, and thousands of people faced homelessness, lack of food and water. Rescue and support efforts from around the world have poured into the Philippines, but recovery from the disaster remains a major challenge. This storm created waves up to 6 meters high, crashing into coastal areas, sweeping away coastal villages and towns. The sound of howling winds and roaring floods, like rolling thunder, created a scene of terror and chaos. People have to fight to survive in harsh conditions, facing great difficulties and challenges. Super Typhoon Haiyan is a stark reminder of the terrible power of nature and the fragility of humans in the face of devastating natural phenomena. Indian Ocean tsunami in 2004. As you all know, the ocean always hides mysterious and romantic beauty. But once angry, it is like a monster that can sweep away everything. And the tsunami is a phenomenon of the ocean's anger, with terrible destructive power. Looking back at the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami disaster, which killed more than 230,000 people in 14 countries. The power of waves up to 30 meters high swept away everything. The scene of seawater overflowing into the mainland, sweeping away everything from houses to vehicles. This is one of the worst natural disasters in history. Imagine standing on the beach and seeing a towering tsunami crashing into the shore. This tsunami began with a 9.1 to 9.3 magnitude earthquake under the seabed, creating large waves that spread throughout the Indian Ocean. Seawater rose and crashed ashore at a terrifying speed, sweeping away houses, trees, and everything in its path. Coastal areas were devastated, with villages and towns disappearing completely in the storm surge. Millions of people were left homeless and living in poverty after the disaster. Images from the scene show the heartbreaking scene of survivors searching for loved ones in the rubble, and emergency rescue and relief efforts from around the world pouring in. This disaster not only caused material losses, but it also left deep spiritual wounds in people's hearts. The sound of the tsunami was like a loud explosion, accompanied by scenes of chaos and destruction. Giant waves swept away everything, from cars swept out to sea to submerged houses. People faced a lack of food, water, and medical services in the days after the disaster. Tornado in Moore, Oklahoma in 2013. Finally, a phenomenon no less dangerous from the position of the wind god is the tornado. This is a weather phenomenon with destructive power no less than an earthquake or flood. Revisit the horrific scene from the Moore, Oklahoma tornado in 2013 with winds of up to 340 kilometers per hour. This tornado devastated the entire area and killed 24 people. The tornado swept away everything in its path, leaving a scene of devastation. Imagine seeing a giant column of wind swirling and sweeping away everything in its path. Houses are torn apart, cars are lifted into the air, and debris is scattered everywhere. The destructive power of a tornado is truly terrifying when everything it touches is completely destroyed. The scene from the scene after the tornado was heartbreaking, with houses leveled, trees uprooted, and streets turned into rubble. People lost their homes and property in just a few minutes. Many people had to find emergency shelter to protect their lives. Images from rescue stations show chaos and destruction everywhere as rescue teams try to find survivors under the rubble. The Moore tornado not only caused material damage, but had also left deep emotional wounds on the community. Many families lost loved ones and faced difficulties rebuilding their lives. The sound of the whistling wind and the impact of debris created a chaotic and terrifying scene. The tornado destroyed much infrastructure, including schools and hospitals, making rescue and support more difficult. Survivors must unite and help each other to overcome the difficulties after the disaster. The solidarity and courage of the people of Moore are a powerful testament to the resilience and ability to overcome human challenges. Through the footage of the natural disasters just now, we have witnessed the terrible power of nature and clearly seen the fragility of humans in the face of Mother Earth's wrath. Hopefully, through this video, we will have a deeper insight into the relationship between humans and nature, and at the same time raise awareness of environmental protection and better prepare to face the challenges from nature in the future. Thank you for joining Mystery Seekers on this journey to explore the power of nature. We hope this video has brought you exciting experiences and useful knowledge. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Mystery Seekers channel so you don't miss the next exciting videos. See you in other exciting adventures.